I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Sullivan, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fox Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Steps away to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw on second down. Fox. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Fox. It's caught, Shepard. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here we go now on first and goal. Looking to throw. Fox. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Fox being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now. Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Sullivan. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fox airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And Prescott his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler Marcus Peters. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. And the Giants first down.
From the gun, Fox. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, it's Sullivan. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Fox looking here for Smith downfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down now, it's Sullivan. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw on second down. Fox finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Fox's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Long. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Fox. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fox looking for Shepard deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
second down. It's long. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs. instant he's going to go for it.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down now. It's Sullivan. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now from the 50. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, Sullivan. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the one. That stop you, line back up, and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dak Prescott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
9-9.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Number 31.
The Giants on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Sullivan, and he's dropped right at the 40.